So today we'll discuss cost volume profit analysis. This is a very basic analysis to know that at which point we will have no profit and no loss. So that will be called a break-even point. So we will see what we have in this chapter. We'll start with marginal revenue and marginal cost. So first I will explain you the concept of marginal in revenue and marginal in cost. This is, we know revenue is the money that is coming from our main activity, and cost is that we are spending day to day for operations. In economics we say that marginal cost or additional cost or incremental cost, this is the cost that we arise from an additional unit of consumption. For example, we order 1,000 shoes, right? So how the production process will go, if I know I have to deliver you 1,000 shoes after 60 days, so I have a very planned time to hire labor, buy a good price raw material with negotiation with certain suppliers. I will choose the best time, so I should not pay overtime to my labor. I will try to reduce my labor cost, my procurement cost, in a costing language, direct material, direct labor and overheads. Suppose as I deliver you 10,000 shoes, you said I need 100 shoes by tomorrow, right? So now I have only 24 hours. So in 24 hours, if I go to a supplier, I need tomorrow, supplier know that I am in hurry. So he is going to charge me a premium for it. If I stop my labor after normal office hours, so my labor is going to charge me the overtime. That is 1.5% of the normal. So these additional 100 units are going to give me an extra cost, right? So this is called marginal cost. And my cost, of course, is for a seller, it is a marginal revenue, additional revenue. So in economics we say that when there is MC is equal to MR, this is the profit maximization point. In accounting we say revenue minus cost. If revenue is more, cost is less, so we are into gain, and this will be the profit. So in economics we take the marginal revenue. Here he says marginal, also called incremental additional revenue, produced by generating one additional unit of output, not the first unit. The unit after our normal production, as I give you example of 1,000 shoes, after that additional one unit is going to cost you higher than the normal cost. This is what is the concept, and he says while total revenue keep increasing with the sale of additional units. So opposite we have cost. You can see this is unit, this is cost. We will divide this, multiply with this will be a total column, and then we will subtract with each other, so that will be the marginal cost. Where this column of marginal cost we have to equate with marginal revenue. So where it exactly meets on which unit MC will become equal to MR, this is the profit maximization point. So this is what it says, the firm goal is to maximize profits, not the revenue. You may increase your revenue, but if you are not keeping an eye on your cost, so your profit will not be that much. So we have to focus on profit maximization. In accounting we see profit another way, and in economics or finance we say it another way. So in finance we say profit maximization is a point where MR is equal to MC. No matter what economy we are into. In economics we say there is a monopoly where there is one company is controlling over the market. There are group of companies, they combine together, it becomes oligopoly. Then there is a pure competition, and there is a monopolistic competition. These are some type of the economies, hypothetical. But in every economy where we say profit maximization, so MC will be equal to R. So as I told you, in both, this is revenue, this is cost, this is the profit, this is also revenue, profit. So if you see, this is marginal. So at one point, you can see here 440 and 490. This is the close by combination. So here we have the maximization. It says beyond the 10th unit, marginal profit turns negative. So after that it will be a loss. Yeah, in terms of short-term cost relationship, see their total cost is always equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. In CMA part 1 we already discussed fixed cost is a cost that does not vary with the production, it remains same. Variable cost is which is directly related with output, so if you increase the production, variable cost will also increase, and if you add variable cost with the fixed cost, then it's going to be a total cost. So as I see you, I can recognize from your face who you are, what is your name, right? Same way, these are the curves. So if I'm a costing knowledge person, when I will see these lines, I can label them that this is the fixed cost, this is variable cost, this is total fixed cost, and this is the marginal cost, right? So this is first skill that you have to acquire. So as we all know that first we start with the fixed cost. Fixed cost is a cost that does not change with the output. So it has to be remain. For example, if my fixed cost is $200, so it will go, the curve will be like this, straight. Okay? Then if we are talking about average fixed cost, means we are taking fixed cost, dividing it with number of units. So as the activity will grow, fixed cost per unit will come down. This is already we discussed in CMA part 1 costing chapter, right? So but still repeating that here, so that's why it is going down, and at a certain level it touched to the bottom of the fixed cost when we are talking about, because it cannot become like below zero. Right, so there is a bottom line for average fixed cost. Again, this is now average variable cost. What is variable? Every variable cost is that almost become the fixed, because when we take variable cost, it varies with the output. But when we talk about variable cost per unit or average, it almost become fixed. That's why he made it this way. If you add these two, you will become average total cost. And as we know that if the cost of 1,000 shoes will be lesser because they are planned, labor is properly used, raw material prices are negotiated in a nice way because you have ample time with you. So in a hassle, uncertain production, that will create a marginal cost for you, right? That's why marginal cost is the highest, and it goes downwards. So the first additional unit will cost you higher, then every second additional unit will create a lower marginal cost for you. This is what he explained the graph into wordings, that average total fixed cost declines as long as production increase. So this is, I just explained you the same thing. He says average total cost is equal to average fixed cost plus average variable cost. So actually the diagram has been explained, and these are some terms like marginal cost, average total cost, average variable cost, and average fixed cost.